Om Sairam, this is Venkatpastasa.com. How many of you feel really worried that Baba is not really with you and he's not caring for you? He's really silent sometimes, especially if you are in an environment where people are not so encouraging, they are not supportive. You will feel like, very lonely. Yes, imagine that you are a student or you are in an office where people are not very supportive. They are all very self-centered. These are the times you will feel that Baba is not really helping you and caring for you. So this devotee's experience is from a girl called Kratika, and she said how beautifully Baba took care of her when she was studying, doing a graduation, 20 hours from her hometown in a different city. But Baba really has really cared for her, but she didn't realize that for a long time. But eventually, after that, she has realized that Sai has always been here and helped her to go through those difficult days in her life. So I'll be more happy if you read her mail than me talking about it. This is not a experience where you can expect some kind of typical Sai Baba miracles. I personally feel that miracles are not about Baba getting you things done. Miracles are also how Sai is helping you to uh, carry out your day-to-day activities and carry out your responsibilities very smoothly, even when the environment is very bad. So without any delay, I will share you her beautiful devotees experience. So this is what she says. Sai Baba took care of her girl all through her university days without her knowledge. So this is what I made a poster for that. I'm silently guiding you in every stage of your life. I hope you like it. There are times, Om Saram friends, there are times when we assume that Sai Baba is not with us, but Sai would have given us hints that he is very much with us and taking care of us. When you face difficulties in life, do not get into such an assumption that Sai is not helping you. If your time is not favorable and if you are supposed to face difficulty according to your fate, you have to go through that pain. But remember that Sai is watching you and walking along with you. This devotee experience by Kratika is beautiful. She shares how Sai Baba helped her all through her university days without her knowledge. Namaste Venkatji. I am one of Baba's devotees, and I have recently started reading your blog. You are a blessed Sai devotee, and I really feel peace and gratitude whenever I read the posted articles. You are doing such a humble seva by uplifting so many people who are struggling with day-to-day problems. I hope I do. I mean, anyone can do it, but I think I'm really happy when I receive such mails. Thank you so much for that. So we continue reading her experience. I'm really grateful to our loving Baba that he guided me to your blog. May Baba bless you abundantly. I just wanted to share how Baba pulled this sparrow towards him. I have always believed in God and positive divine energy since childhood, but still I was ignorant, being filled with ego and anger, who was just happy with her selfish needs being fulfilled. I believed in Hanuman Babaji as my father is an ardent devotee of him. Nobody in our house worshipped Sai Baba, but just had a general knowledge that he is a saint. My family believes in all God equally. So I went for my graduation to another state, and here I started facing real life struggles, but I was still strong and faced it boldly. I learned what real dunyadari means with so much politics in my immediate environment. So her family, her father was an ardent devotee of Hanumanji, and she trusted him and loved Hanumanji. But nobody in her family was a Sai devotee. But they know about Sai, and she worshipped everyone, every god and saints equally. And during this kind of situation, she goes to a new place to start her education, and that is when she realized people around her were not good, not supportive. But somehow boldly she faced that, and she was able to complete her studies. I will continue reading. As I have never been alone to any place till the 12th, this was all a huge shock to me. Now came my fourth year. I was struggling like anything because our final year project was stranded in between, and also the supervisor knew nothing about it. I don't know how. One day I thought of googling about Sai Baba. Till this day, I don't know from where that thought arose in my mind. I learned a little about Baba from the web that he was a saint from Shirdi. Thursday is Baba's days. The yellow color is associated with Baba, now Guruvar, Vrat, etc. So until 12th, she has not been outside, but now during a graduation, she somehow managed. But during a final year project, lots of obstacles were there, issues cropped up. But that is when she somehow in her mind she thought of searching about Baba on Google, and she learned about Baba's Sai Navgruda Vret. She learned that Baba is associated with Thursday and yellow color. Anyway, till this day, I don't know from where that. Okay, I'll continue reading. Next week on Thursday, I got a Sai blessing pic in my news feed, even when I haven't subscribed to any such page. My interest gradually grew and I started praying to Baba and kept Navgruvar Vret. I wasn't aware at that time that Vret must not be done by empty stomach. But Baba still accepted my half-hearted service. Somehow she learned about Navgruhat Vert, which is the 9 Thursday व्रत that people, the Sai devotees, love to keep, and she loved doing that. Time passed with Baba's blessings. I secured a master's seat in State University in a nearby state to my hometown. This was my sincere wish because I was so much drained with all the negative environment, politics, and homesickness. Thankfully, her graduation was in a place where there was lots of negative environment, lots of non-supportive people, self-centered people around her. Thankfully, by Sai grace, at least her masters to do her master's degree, she got it in a place which is closer to her hometown. My graduation place was 20 hours from away from my master's place, while my master's place was just a night journey. I enjoyed my master's period for 2 years a lot with good friends, a good environment, and good hostel food. By this time, I had become Baba's devotee, and even my family started to worship Baba as a loving Hanuman Babaji. And I'm reading this, the lizard is ticking in my home, which is like, this is how Sai calls some people. And she has thought about Baba. She has searched Google and learned about a few stuff, and she has done Navgruvar Vrat. And she was also interested in learning about Baba. At that time, in your news feed, Baba's picture has propped up, and then she gradually learned about Baba, and everyone in her family also became Sai devotees. And fortunately, during this time, she also got to do master's degree in a city close to her place, her hometown, and where she really had a great time. Her friends were really good. She had good hostel food, and she really enjoyed that time. I'll continue reading. For the first time, I visited Sai Mandir after joining in post graduation, and Baba blessed me with Aarti, Udi, and even Kichdi Prasad. I felt tears in my eyes during that time, and it was quite surprising because I rarely cry. I bought Sai Satcharitra and Baba's photo from Mandir, and till today I read it without fail. But even at that time, I was an ignorant fool who didn't realize what a huge blessing Baba has bestowed on me. So after joining a post graduation, she has went to Sai Baba temple. She got Aarti, she got Udi and Kichdi Prasad, and she really felt as if tears of joy rolling down her eyes, and she felt Baba's presence in her heart. My love for Baba grew, and now I have transformed into a different person altogether. Baba has shattered my ego, lessened my anger, and taught me to be sympathetic and loving even towards the enemies. My family too now loves Baba and follows his teachings. So this is the transformation that Baba expects from each and every one of us. It's not just going to temple and doing some good deeds or getting something from Baba. We have to transform ourselves as a better human being with less ego, less anger. At least if you're not able to completely change your nature, try your best to change your nature as much as you could. I'm still learning and growing. Now, the biggest miracle that I realized is I thought Baba came into life during the last year of my graduation itself. But no, he was already present with me throughout my whole graduation. I recollected that when I shifted to the new state of my graduation, the first mandir I visited was Sai Baba Mandir, despite so many famous temples around. Now, she thought that Baba came to her life only in the final year of her graduation, but even she's telling now she could remember that The first temple she visited, even the first time she started her graduation, was a Sai Baba temple. Though in that city there were so many other temples. I remember that I prayed Baba the at that time to take care of me in this new journey and bless me, guide me that right way, just like how I pray to Hanuman Baba. I forgot that incident. A few days later, after joining graduation, one of the new people that I befriended brought Sai Baba pendants for everyone in the class. I was such a fool who didn't understand Baba's loving hand on me at that time. I never wore that pendant, but it remained in my college back pocket throughout the graduation. So even during your graduation, undergraduation, someone has one of our classmates has bought Baba's pendants. He has also visited Sai Baba temple, but it was not a very memorable event for her. She just took it very casually and she dropped it in her college bag. But it was there all through her graduation period, and she says that that is how Sai has helped her, you know, to go through all the difficulties and come out successfully, completing her graduation. So Baba definitely took me into his arms and carried me safely across that negative environment, protecting me and transforming me altogether. I feel so happy that we all are Sai children and are blessed with his abundant love. I feel as if I have found a missing piece of my life in the form of our Baba. I'm really thankful for your humble service. May Baba bless everyone with love, peace, and prosperity. So this is a beautiful experience of a girl who shares how Sai helped her all through the university days, even though she was not very keen in being devoted to Baba. This Leela, I believe, is really, uh, should teach you one thing about Baba, that even when you think that Sai is not with you, he is not helping you, he is, really not, you're not that really blessed to be in a very good supportive environment in an office or a university or wherever you work, for that matter. Remember that Sai is silently guarding you and he is taking care of you. So I wanted to tell all of you to imagine as if you are going to Shirdi and worshipping Baba's holy feet right now, this moment, and thank him for silently guarding you. Though you have many times you have assumed that he is not with you, but he has always been there for you. So Sai is always there for you. This is Venkat for Stasa.com. I will come back again with another beautiful experience. If you wanted to write to me about your experience and love for Sai Baba, you can always write to me from the contact page in starsai.com. Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om